Hello, hello. Happy Friday. I only know it's a Friday because I definitely did check what day it was before I started today. I thought it was a Saturday. It is not. It's a Friday. But happy Friday. Fridays are quite nice. I enjoy Fridays. Friday in Spanish is... You lost track of the days as well? Yeah, sometimes remembering what day it is just the most difficult task. Okay, Friday in Spanish. I can figure this one out. No, apparently I can't figure it out. I always knew Friday because I remember I knew Friday. But now I can't remember it. It's not hard, it's just unavailable to the brain. Exactly, the brain's just struggling to make the connections to the days. No, now I just have to... just gotta Google Translate because apparently I can't remember Friday. Viernes, okay. I thought it was Viernes, but then my brain kept going, no, in Viernes, and I knew it wasn't that one. So that's where that confusion came from. But Duolingo, as always, we currently will have, I think, a 36-day streak today. Try counting the days, that's what I should probably do in the future. Okay. So we have lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, I want to say, but I don't think it is. Something along those lines. Viernes, sábado and domingo. Jueves, yes, okay. As close. Okay, so now that I counted them, maybe it's easier. I think I would have still struggled with Viernes, but I always remember the weekends, sábado and domingo. So that's good. Of course we remember the weekend. Yeah, I think today we should hit a 36-day streak. Yeah, you know, it's growth. It's fun to see, because like, you know, like before I started learning Spanish, you could have even asked me to say like 2 in Spanish and I probably wouldn't have known. Okay, maybe 2 I would have, but like any other word in Spanish I would have had no clue. And now, you know, I can say the days of the week. I can formulate a pretty decent sentence when needed. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised that so far I've yet to use like a streak freeze. Exactly. It's a good streak we've got going on, especially without the free streaks, because of course before I switched to doing Spanish on this account, I had a much larger, higher streak because I started doing Spanish in February, and then I switched to doing it on stream in June, so all that time I did have a streak going, but a lot of that was also frozen streaks. So I'm pleasantly surprised that so far I've yet to use them. And sometimes I don't really mind using frozen streaks, because like it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Sometimes you freeze it on purpose, exactly. Like some days I'm like, you know, maybe a freeze is better. But so far, you know, we've yet to have to utilize one of those, which is pretty fun. To get on an easier leaderboard, smart. Yeah, I tend to just not care about the leaderboard. I think if you're just doing Duolingo to like maybe get like 1 lesson done a day, leaderboards are kind of not fun. Because if you do 1 lesson a day, you're not gonna get on like top leaderboards. But if you're like me and you end up doing Duolingo for 2 hours on stream, then maybe you get a higher chance at leaderboards. So maybe we'll finally get our victory in like the #1 or whatever. You're on the Diamond League. I know I've been in the top league before. Not on this account, but I have in the past. I wanna see. But I think if we do well this week, maybe we can get this one. Finish first in a leaderboard. I never had got this one. I was close. I think I was like 3rd on Diamond, but never 1st. So that'll be fun to one day, maybe. But yeah, we've got I think 4 lessons left in this unit, including 1 story, and I've come to really like stories. And then we have a bit of a shorter unit, which will be fun. So let's see if we can maybe get our rank up, because actually before I went live, I was number 4. I remember seeing number 4. And now we're number 5, so we've dropped. You're trying to get all the achievements, so you want to get first once, and after you don't mind falling. Yeah, that's the mindset I had as well when, on my other account. And now, you know, if I get it once, that'll be exciting. And if I don't get it once, I guess I can just keep trying. But let's quickly talk about the weather, the difficult lesson. Hopefully all my practice will be good. I always want to say what's the weather, but I'm pretty sure when they phrase it like this, they want the what's the weather like. For some reason. I don't really know the difference.
¿Qué tiempo hace en Madrid?
¿Qué tiempo hace en Madrid? What's the weather like in Madrid? Hola, mucho gusto. Hello, nice to meet you. Or hoy hace buen tiempo. Today it is nice weather. There we go.
¿Qué tiempo hace en Boston?
¿Qué tiempo hace en Boston? What's the weather like in Boston? See, I verbally said when they phrase it this way. Oh no. When they phrase it this way, I always get confused because they want me to add in the like, and now I got like 4 examples with that in there. They just hear me and then they immediately make me practice it a million times.
Hoy hace frío.
Hoy hace frío or hace frío hoy. I think it can do both, but it's cold today. Yeah, so I could have done both. I find it interesting that I now know the grammar enough that I can sometimes feel like there's 2 correct answers to this. That's quite an interesting development, I do suppose.
Hace mal tiempo en California.
Yes. Bad in California. Hace mal tiempo en California. Fernando y Ana quieren pasar sus vacaciones en la playa. Porque hace calor. So Fernando and Anna want to spend their vacations on the beach. So N... Okay, so it's on. Yeah, grammar can be fun if you know it. If you don't, it's annoying. Exactly, yeah. It's one of those once you kind of finally figure out, you're like, oh, how did I not know this all this time? And then, you know, you're glad you do know it now. Because they want to spend their summers on the beach because it is warm.
Hace calor en México ahora.
It's hot in Mexico now. Hace calor en México ahora. Gabriel necesita un abrigo.
Abrigo.
Or vestido. No, I think it's abrigo for coat. Porque en ese país hace frío. So Gabriel needs a coat because in this country it is cold. I always used to get confused between abrigo and vestido. Falda is skirt. Idioma is language. I think vestido is a dress, and therefore I'm gonna go with abrigo for coat. Okay. Is it sunny today? Hace sol hoy.
No hace buen tiempo esta tarde.
No hace buen tiempo esta tarde. The weather is not good this evening or afternoon. Isn't good this afternoon. That's one of those that at some point I was informed that Spanish doesn't have a different word for evening and afternoon. So that one was quite fun to learn. Él lava las manos con lava. Oh, he washes the hands with lava. That's good to know that lava is washes. And also just lava. That'll be fun to remember. I feel like that could be applicable to a Minecraft situation where I'm like, go wash your hands with some lava or something. No, I don't see how else you would just regularly bring up lava in a conversation.
No hace mucho viento.
Viento. Oh. Let's wash the lava, exactly. Viento. We don't have a lot of wind. It's not very windy.
Hace mal tiempo otra vez hoy.
The weather is bad again today. Hace mal tiempo otra vez hoy. The weather is bad again today. Or today the weather is bad again. I need to find lava for obsidian. Can be something to say in Minecraft. Exactly. Necesito find el lava para el obsidian. Maybe something like that. Let me buscar is to search. Oh yeah, I have heard buscar to search. Let me just Google Translate once again to the rescue. Necesito encontrar lava para obsidiana. There we go. Encontrar, exactly. It is fun to see which words kind of stay similar to English. So like, of course, lava, but also obsidiana. Like, that's fun. I like that. It makes using Minecraft in Spanish a little bit easier. Oh, we get to do our favorite one. Muy versus mucho. Hace muy buen tiempo en Barcelona. Hace mucho sol. There we go. It is not very windy. No hace mucho viento. Hoy hace frío. Mucho frío. Pero es un día muy bonito. So today it's cold, very cold, but it is a day very beautiful. A very, very beautiful day. The weather is often bad here. Often. A menudo. Hace mal tiempo aquí. Very beautiful coldness. I don't know, sometimes a cold day can be pretty nice if it's like, I don't know, like the right type of cold. A menudo is often, I believe. Yes. Often have bad weather here. I will say when I started typing here, my brain went because I knew it was an A, and then it went ahora. I was like, no, that one doesn't make sense, and then it finally settled on aquí. So that was a fun little path for my brain to go through. It's like, no, I want to put ahora, but that's not it. It's something close to it, but not that one. This week the weather is bad. Ahola is like aloha but flipped. It is, actually. I had never realized that. Mañana. Mal tiempo. That is definitely wrong. You gotta say it once? That's fun. That was a little brain mistake. Semana versus mañana, but it's fine. Also, I will say these daily quests today, they're kind of a lot. If you just do Duolingo for like the one lesson a day, you said this morning. Yeah, I did. I realized my mistake afterwards, but I was going too quickly. But like, okay, earning 50 XP, it's whatever. Getting 5 correct in 2 lessons, you still need to do 2 whole lessons. Which for me isn't difficult, but if you're doing like 1 lesson a day, that's kind of a difficult daily quest. But then 3 perfect lessons? Like, that's expecting a lot. But there we go. 36 whole days. And we almost have another perfect week. Duolingo thinks perfect lessons are easy. They really do, to be fair. I mean, we only got 1 mistake that one time, so maybe it isn't that difficult, but like still. Okay, let's view our league, see what ranking we're on. Okay, so we have 419. We need to get 552. That doesn't seem too difficult.
Los inviernos aquí son muy oscuros.
Los inviernos aquí son muy oscuros. The winters here are very dark. Boom.
¿Qué tiempo hace usualmente en febrero?
¿Qué tiempo hace usualmente en febrero? What's the weather usually like in February? A menudo está nublado. Often it's cloudy. I forget what this word means. I feel like we have covered it, but I cannot remember when. Let's go to our trustly friend. Oh, I think it's short. Yeah, baja is short. Okay. Alta tall, I knew that one. But I feel like maybe I missed the lesson where they taught me baja, which is fine. We just gotta keep reminding ourselves of new
María,
words.
¿cómo está el tiempo hoy?
Maria. You just said Maria very excitedly. What's the weather like today? How's the weather today? I think they use baja also for underscore or something similar. I could imagine that, right? Because under, like a low score, a low line, underscore, could work.
En Barcelona hace sol en marzo.
En Barcelona hace sol en marzo. Barcelona has sun in March. ¿Tú hablas francés? Do you speak French? Or ¿y qué tiempo hace en enero? And what's the weather like in January? Good questions, asking the right questions. Because when you write in Spanish Twitch channels, the TTS says Ofec in Baja. I could imagine that, yeah. That would make sense.
Enero, febrero, marzo.
Siempre está nublado en febrero.
Siempre está nublado en febrero. It is always cloudy in February. It's always cloudy in February. Es marzo.
Es.
Hace calor en California.
Hace.
It's March. It is hot in California.
Está muy oscuro hoy.
Está muy oscuro hoy. It's very dark today. Tengo que comprar un abrigo porque quiero ir a Rusia en invierno. Check now, it's guión bajo. I think that could probably make sense. I need to buy a coat because I want to go to Russia in winter. GUI sounds like G, so guión bajo.
¿Cómo está el tiempo ahora?
¿Cómo está el tiempo ahora? How's the weather now? Oh, okay. I'm mispronouncing everything.
Hace.
Hard G sound. Guión bajo. Maria, how's the weather today?
María, ¿cómo está el tiempo hoy?
Nice, nice. I'm learning. I'm getting better at speaking. It's like guitarra. I see. Okay. Está muy nublado y oscuro hoy. Pedro, how's the weather today?
Pedro, ¿cómo está el tiempo hoy?
We're just gonna speedrun this. Yo no quiero ir a Alaska en enero. Hace frío y
Frío.
las tardes son muy oscuras. So I don't want to go to Alaska in January. It's cold and the afternoons, evenings are very dark. I need a timer. Yeah, we're just gonna speedrun this. To be fair, at the end of a lesson, it does say how long you took usually. Winters here are very dark. Los inviernos aquí son muy oscuros. Look at that. Whenever I get a sentence like this and I'm like fully able to translate it, I am just so impressed still. Me encanta el invierno. Look at that. Okay, so this time it didn't tell me how long. Sometimes it does tell you how long, though.
Get
One
more
perfect
with Super
lesson.
Duolingo.
No thanks. One perfect lesson down. Just a couple more to go.
El concierto es en junio.
The concert is in June. El concierto es en junio.
Quiero viajar a Austria en junio, no en enero.
Quiero viajar a Austria en junio, no en enero. I want to travel to Austria in June, not in January. Do I remember all the months? Okay, let's go through it. Enero, febrero, marzo. This is now testing if I know the months in English. Marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, June, July, agosto, septiembre, September, October, octubre, noviembre, diciembre. Yep. Months aren't too bad. I feel like months, for some reason, I can, in most languages, get around to pretty easily. ¿Por qué? ¿Qué hace tiempo en enero? Why? What's the weather like in January?
Hace mucho sol en abril.
I will say a lot of months are similar to the English one, other than enero, of course. And a lot of them have similar structures for like naming the months. Like if you look at like septiembre, diciembre, noviembre, they all have very similar like word structures when it comes to months. Enero is also similar if you look at it. I suppose. Just missing the starting Y, Janeiro. I could see that, yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. Hace mucho sol en abril. It's very sunny in April. Quiero ir a Canadá. Es bonito en invierno. Porque nieva mucho. I want to go to Canada. It's very beautiful. It's beautiful in winter because it snows a lot.
Es verano en julio.
Es verano en julio. It's summer in July. The Hebrew months are from a different calendar. Yeah, that would definitely be more confusing. I can imagine that. Yeah.
A mí me gusta el frío. ¿Qué tiempo hace en Sevilla en julio?
A mí me gusta el frío. ¿Qué tiempo hace en Sevilla en julio? I like the cold. What's the weather like in Sevilla in July? What day? Saturday or Sunday? Or en julio es verano y hace mucho calor. In July it's summer and it's very hot. No llueve mucho en abril. Es muy bonito. It doesn't rain a lot in April. It's very beautiful.
Abril, mayo, junio.
It's hot in May. Hace
sol en.
Nope, not sun.
Calor en mayo.
Hace calor en mayo. No quiero unas jardín. I don't want some gardens right now. No. Okay, it's something.
Jardín.
La primavera es muy bonito en mi jardín, so I don't want something right now. The spring is very beautiful in my garden. Oh, no quiero unas vacaciones. I don't want some vacation now. The spring is very beautiful in my garden. There we go. I was like, what are they trying to say? She doesn't want. No hace mucho calor en primavera. Hace muy buen. Why can't I say this word right now? Muy buen. Muy buen. She wants to work in her garden. That's all she wants. She doesn't want to go on vacation. She just wants to work in her garden. So we don't have a it's not very hot in spring. It's very nice weather. It's snowing today.
Hoy nieva.
Nieva.
Hoy.
Nieva hoy. That just, the sentence feels so short compared to like the English one, but yeah, it's snowing today.
Tenemos vacaciones en julio.
Tenemos vacaciones en julio. We have vacation in July.
Llueve mucho en la primavera.
Primavera. Llueve mucho en la primavera. It rains a lot in spring. Yeah, Spanish can definitely shorten sentences, but it can make it longer usually. Yeah, I think it depends on the type of word. If it is like queremos, right? We want. It takes two English words and puts it into one. But then sometimes it's also the other way around. But that's the same with English, I do suppose. It never snows in this city. Nunca. We want is shorter than queremos. Like letter-wise. It is technically two words though, so it's more words. But it is more syllables, that's true. Nunca nieva en esta ciudad. That's city, right? Yeah. Okay. Spelling mistake. That's fine. I'll keep making those. I'll make them in English as well. It rains a lot here in summer. Llueve mucho aquí en verano. NL. I figured it was NL. Yeah, that is just, you know, mistakes happen, spelling mistakes. There we go, another perfect lesson. There we go, we nearly got all the daily quests done. And we leveled up our save achievement level. You've earned 2000 XP. Which, in the grand scheme of things, is wild that this week was 500 XP basically. So like this week we've earned a quarter of that achievement somehow.
El mes de mayo.
The month of May.
Y en diciembre y enero, ¿qué tiempo hace?
Let's just get our last perfect lesson now and then we can hopefully be done with the weather soon enough. The mes of May, exactly. Y en diciembre y enero, ¿qué tiempo hace? And in December and January, what's the weather like? Yo también, pero no tengo dinero. Me too, but I have no money. Creo que nieva a menudo en invierno. I think it snows often in winter.
No hace mucho calor en septiembre.
I'm quite a fan of mes for month. I think it just makes sense. I don't know, el mes de mayo, like that just sounds correct. No hace mucho calor en septiembre. There isn't. No. It isn't very hot in September.
Septiembre, octubre, noviembre.
That one speaks for itself. It makes you two in December and January, that's why you have no money. Yeah. Yeah. Roberto I can't speak. A Roberto le encanta viajar en agosto porque hace buen tiempo. Roberto likes to travel in August because it's nice weather.
Octubre, noviembre, diciembre.
Speaks for itself. Tenemos vacaciones en octubre. Me encanta el otoño. Yeah, le versus la, lo. I don't think my Duolingo has taught me anything about that, so maybe Duolingo will never teach me. Maybe it'll come up in lesson like 200. I don't know. But if it actually becomes an issue, either Google Translate a bunch to figure out what the difference is, or I'll just have to Google it. Nothing else I can do about it. Yeah, I figure with like a couple minutes of research, you can usually get the basics of about anything. Like, not everything, but like a lot of stuff. If you spend like maybe 5 minutes doing research, you can
Hace.
get a lot of just like basic information.
Septiembre es mi mes favorito.
Porque hace
Hace.
calor, no es otoño. Why is it hot?
Es.
Is it not fall? Autumn? Normalmente está muy oscuro en octubre. That's not how you spell that, is it? It is.
Septiembre es un mes de otoño.
De otoño. She doesn't have vacation in August. Ella no tiene vacaciones en agosto. Es agosto.
Es.
Hace calor in Madrid. It's
Hace.
August. Is it warm in Madrid? Sometimes it snows a lot in November. A veces.
Veces.
Nieve
Nieva. Mucho.
en Nope.
Septiembre.
Noviembre.
Noviembre.
A veces nieva mucho en noviembre. Sometimes it snows a lot in November. Correct. September is a fall month. Septiembre es un mes de otoño. Lo veo, I see him. Le veo la mano. I see the hand. Okay. So lo, of course, would be for the eye. Oh, I don't actually know. So lo somehow refers to him. Like person versus hand, right? So the lo refers to the hand, but the le to the person. But the le refers to the hand. Okay. That makes sense. What does that tell us about everything? Because we use le a lot more often than we use lo. It is hot this month. Hace calor este mes. Look at me go. I'm starting to get better at esta versus esta versus este. And there we go. All of our daily quests are complete now. Have I ever cared about daily quests before? No, don't know why today I decided to focus them. And we're so close to getting back our number 4 spot. We're in fact 1 XP away. It's still confusing since you say le interesa and not lo interesa.
Get
That's
more
what I
with
was.
Super Duolingo.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because we use the le whatever a lot more frequently so far than we've used lo. But I suppose it just is what it is. Okay, we finish weather, and then hopefully I never have to talk about the weather again. Esta semana hace mal tiempo.
Hace muy buen tiempo hoy.
Weather is very good today. Once again, just listening, no reading. That was impressive. En Londres hace muy mal tiempo ahora, hace mucho viento. London has very bad weather right now. It is very windy.
¿Qué tiempo hace en Londres hoy?
What's the weather like in London today? What's the weather like now?
¿Qué hace tiempo ahora?
Oh, okay. I feel like I've made this specific mistake more frequently. And I think it's just the English word order versus the Spanish throwing me off. What weather like today?
Disfruto mucho el buen tiempo.
I really enjoy good weather. Pablo really likes winters.
Pablo le gusta mucho los invierno.
No, just el invierno.
El invierno.
A Pablo le gusta mucho el invierno. So when it's like gusta, it's always a person, le or me or tu gusta. That's what I've learned. Do I know why? Not even slightly, but it is what I've learned.
No hace mal tiempo hoy.
No hace mal tiempo hoy. The weather is not bad today. I really enjoy good weather. I really enjoy mucho.
Mucho.
I think disfruta mucho.
Mucho.
So I really enjoy buen
Buen
tiempo.
tiempo.
I don't know if it should be el. I think it should be el buen tiempo.
Tiempo.
Because I remember we got corrected on this once that we should always do el when it's about like enjoying. So I figured maybe it applies here. It doesn't snow in spring here. No nieva. What's the weather like today?
¿Qué días hoy?
There we go. Usually you should look at the verb. Okay. I think that spring is very pretty. Creo que la primavera disfruta la semana. Yeah, okay. But I think what I was confused about was if we should add the la, if it shouldn't just be disfruta semana. But I think, yeah. Yeah, you know, everybody's gonna have a slightly different approach. ¿Qué tiempo
hace ahora?
There we go, only one mistake. Since escuela is a lot of times la. Yeah, I feel like it's almost always la escuela. I don't think I've seen escuela by itself very frequently. Look at that, 15 minutes double XP. Let's see if we can climb the ranks while we've got double XP. Personalized practice. We can rush through these. La niña. Juga? I think it's juga. You just learned the ing verbs. Fair. Juega. There we go. I knew something was incorrect about juga, but oh well. Yeah. The girls swimming in the pool. Now, the girls.
Las
Chicas.
chicas
Um,
nadan en la pista ahora. ¿A ti te gusta esta pintura?
si te gusta esta pintura?
¿A ti te gusta esta pintura?
Once again, surprised I'm able to hear it the first time and understand and type it out. It's an interesting conversation.
Es una. Interesante.
Es otoño en septiembre.
It's fall in September. I play basketball on the beach. Yo juego. No, I think it's just. No, okay. Why do you want to keep saying jugo? That's the real question. Jugo is juice. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. El jugo de naranja. That's where I'm getting confused. Juego. Jugar, yeah, that's definitely what's
Mi
confusing
grupo
me.
favorito es muy bueno y toca mañana en el teatro.
Mhm.
¿Quieres ir conmigo, María? También podemos bailar.
Okay, we got this one written out to us before. But she wants to go with Maria to a concert because her favorite band is very good and they're playing in the theater tomorrow. Yep.
Nosotros cantamos con el maestro.
Contamos? No.
Nosotros cantamos con el maestro.
Cantamos con el maestro. We are singing with the teacher. From cantar, yes. That's a fun word. I feel like they kind of really just taught us that like once and then just moved on. Like we should just immediately know it. So I was surprised to see it come back like right here. I don't know how to sing. No sé.
Sé.
I don't know. How. I suppose maybe how is in there. We can't. Vamos. How. Como. I don't know how to sing.
Canta esta canción.
I don't know to sing this song. Would this work or do I need the how? It's basically I don't know to sing. That's fair. I think that in that way it should work. Okay, suppose.
Sofía canta en la clase de música.
Canta en la clase de música. We swim with my dog. Nosotros nadamos. I feel like I can leave out the nosotros, but I suppose I could also just throw it in. I never know if I'm gonna get marked down for not including it, so then I just include it anyway, even though I think I could technically do it without. Los estudiantes. Yeah, it's los estudiantes. Dibujan. Dibujar. No. Dibujamos en el clase. It could also be less. I suppose it could. Fair. A los estudiantes, but I have actually I think Duolingo's marked me down for that once where it was like the waiter blah blah blah, and I think I did like the female la whatever, and they were like, nope, we meant male. Dibujar en el clase. Yeah, but I had both of them. I had both like in the female version, so like la camarera, and they're like, no, we wanted el camarero. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, it is dibujamos. Oh, I just can't spell. I see. Dibujamos. See, I was questioning. I was like, I'm pretty sure this does have to be like the full verb form, because we haven't had a verb before. But yeah, I just can't spell. Los estudiantes dibujamos en el clase. I feel like if I had a DE instead of a DI, they would have given it to me. Because it's not a we statement. I see now. It's not we draw, it's they draw. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a good Friday. At 8. I just was fully just gonna write English art, and I was like, wait, no, this isn't English. We're Spanish right now. I need an answer now. That's very very demanding. And we learned answer, and it was related to the English word response. Yo necesito un respuesta. Maybe? Ahora. Sí, aprendemos español. That's indeed what we're doing. I gotta get practicing if I ever want to reach fluency. Is it respuesta? Respuesta. Okay. I feel like we were close enough. Yo necesito una respuesta. Respuesta ahora. Yeah, okay. We got that. Close enough. I feel like that's another one answer that they just threw to us in one lesson and then moved on. They're like, yeah, sure they know it by now. And then I very much did not just know it.
Hace viento en la ciudad.
Viento en la ciudad. And that's incorrect because it's definitely not la.
Hace viento en la ciudad.
Is it la?
Hace viento en la ciudad.
Ciudad is la? I didn't know that. Also, I just realized because you said ciudad is la, I'm still misspelling my ciudad. At least I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I just can't type it correctly. So ciudad is la, and then pueblo is el, I suppose. If you don't speak any Spanish, oh my goodness. Fair enough, though. Los estudiantes dibujan en la clase. And I think it might be an L. Oh, it is la. I didn't know that. See, that's a skill. That's a skill I can't claim I have. So there you go. Any languages, even numerical languages, are good skills to have, I do suppose. Okay. Dibujan en. Oh, that was once again, who would have guessed, spelling mistake, because I've been saying NL, and spelling mistake. Dibujan en la clase. We love spelling mistakes. Let's
Get more
go.
with Super Duolingo.
Ooh. No thanks. My mouse just went crazy because like this is like the border to my other screen. So I was trying to get up here to like press the X and it just was not listening. Oh yeah, I forgot we were on to personalized practice. For some reason I thought we were still in weather. Definitely not. Nosotros no... Ooh.
Conocemos.
So we don't know where this train station is. We aren't familiar with Madrid. We aren't very, very familiar. Ooh. I think that's correct. But then also when it's like we don't know Madrid very well, would sound more correct. No, we don't know. Okay, I think this is correct. I think I'm just making it more complicated than it
¿Cuáles
needs to
son
be.
tus libros favoritos?
¿Cuál es? Oh no, we did this one before. Was it ¿Cuáles? Or was it with a C?
¿Cuáles son tus libros favoritos?
I don't remember if it was with a C or a Q. After knowing to count in 2 bases, you already know how to count in any base. Fair, fair, fair. 10 written in hexadecimal is A, but 10 translated from hexadecimal to number is 17. Oh, that sounds very complicated. Okay, it was with a C. I just thought I'd take the plunge there. It snows a lot in January. I want to say that, but I don't know if that is the correct one. Nueva. Okay. Vierne. What was I getting confused with? I don't know.
Muchas fiestas son divertidas.
Fiestas son divertidas. Lots of parties are fun.
Muchas fiestas son divertidas.
These players lose a lot of games. That's just not very nice to say. Estos jugadores pierden muchos games partidos. Oh, hexadecimal. I just realized, is it the hexadecimal also what's used for colors? Hexadecimals can put numbers 0 to 16 in a single character. Yeah, hex colors. 16 in hexadecimals is F. I see. Why does the programmer confuse between Christians and Halloween? How? Or why, I suppose, was the real question. Partidos, muchos partidos. Christmas and Halloween. What are the dates? Do I remember the dates for any of these holidays? Partidos muchos is my... Okay, nope, I was wrong.
Los inviernos aquí son muy oscuros.
Inviernos aquí son muchos something. That's as far as I listened. 25 December is equal to 31st October. I think I have not enough coding experience to understand that joke, I'll be honest. Oh. F was 15. 24 in decimals is 2 times 10 plus 5. Yes. That feels like how the French numbers system works. 30 in octal is 3 times 8 plus 1. Does that make sense? 3 times 8 plus 1? I mean, I'll buy it, but...
Los inviernos aquí son muy oscuros.
Son muy oscuros. Both are 25. Fair enough. Okay, that would explain the joke. 10 translated from hex is 60, not 17, as I previously said. Fair. Okay. Interesting, though. It is interesting that there's just so many skills I
Ella
have
sabe un
no
poco de
knowledge of.
japonés.
No knowledge of. Ella sabe un poco de japonés. She knows a little of Japanese. They want a little bit of Japanese. Even though I think you could say she knows a little of I think you could say she knows a little Japanese. I feel like that'd still be the same sentence.
A nosotros nos interesa este negocio.
Nos interesa este negocio. Now there's a bunch of mistakes with this.
A nosotros nos interesa este negocio.
Interesa esta. Nos interesa.
A nosotros nos interesa este negocio.
Nope, it was esta. You learned it like a year and a half ago, but you haven't used it that much. Yeah, I feel like those are some type of skills that you also like unlearn very quickly. Like there was a time I was very, very good at Morse code, and now it would not be nearly as good because I just haven't used the skill. So I kind of have unlearned it, if you will.
No sé cuándo es el concierto.
No sé cuándo es el concierto. I have no idea what cuándo is. You need to do math with it for a short bit at the start of my study. Fair. Yeah. I feel like any math skills I'll just try to forget as soon as I don't need them anymore. No sé cuándo. Oh, when? Oh, I just was too quick with looking for the answer. I don't think I would have remembered cuándo as when. I still feel like when Duolingo is like, does any like question with like who, which, where, when, I'm just guessing each time based on the context of the sentence. So at some point maybe I just need to write down all the question words. It might be a good move. Don't know when the concert is, because that's another one of those lessons Duolingo just skipped for me. Are you really interested in my class? That's just... I feel like if like a teacher asked you this, you know you've messed up. They're like, are you really interested in my class? Wouldn't you just rather drop it? Are you interested? De verdad.
¿Verdad?
Really?
¿Te interesa
In?
mi clase?
There we go. Are you really interested in my class? It's dark at night. Está oscuro en la noche. Enjoy your work. Thanks for checking in with us. September is a fall month.
Es otoño.
No
Boom.
sé cantar esta canción.
No sé cantar esta canción. I don't know how to sing this song. To sing this song. We often ride horses in April. That's just a random, like, yearly ritual, I suppose.
Menudo.
So often we ride
Montamos.
horses. Would it be a caballo?
Caballo en
April?
abril.
Or would I not need the a? Okay. Often we ride on horses in April. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, it is a caballo. I will say, I don't think Duolingo's ever given me a sentence where it's like riding a horse, riding an animal. So the fact that I somehow still managed to intuitively know I needed an a in there, I'm not upset about it. Yo solo hablo una idioma. I would like to take a moment. They have a typo. Did I type una? I most certainly did not. They gave me that una. What I think went wrong there, though, is that they wanted me to use the lengua. Yeah, that's what they wanted me to use. I don't think they should have given this to me, I'll be honest. But also, why would idioma not have an a, an una? I don't know. Because I feel like idioma would also have an una. So it's un idioma. And una lengua. I suppose. So they should not have given this to me. But I suppose we just gotta learn that idioma is masculine. Muchos partidos. There we go. There we go. Oh, and with that one, a lesson that took over 10 minutes, it is the hour mark. So I'm gonna quickly run a minute of ads. This means that if new people come in, they don't get pre-roll ads, which is nice for them. And it's a great way to support me for free. So while this minute ads runs, I'll probably not get too much done. Maybe we'll start another review lesson. And I'll see you in about a minute, I do suppose. But yeah, ads are a great way to support me for free. Look at that, we're now on the leaderboard. Number 3. And if you don't want ads, you can always subscribe to stop seeing ads, I do suppose.
No me interesa jugar al tenis hoy.
Not interested in playing tennis today. Do you know who is in the kitchen? I do not know who's in the kitchen.
¿Sabe quién?
You didn't get an ad. Ooh. Sometimes, I think I've had this before. I think that maybe just means there's no Twitch ads available in your region. And then you're quite lucky until they find new ads to give you. I was also at some point very confused when I just consistently didn't get ads. And I was like, huh, I wonder why that is. And it's probably just because your region doesn't have ads. Do you know who's in the kitchen? ¿Sabes quién está
En la cocina.
Maybe. Okay. Isn't a lot of ads that target Israel, you think? Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. You don't know how to swim. Tú no sabes. So I feel like how is included in the tú no sabes. So you don't know how to nadar. I think. Okay. So somehow the how to is included in the don't know. In English you can also say, I don't know how to drive this car. You don't know how to swim. Yeah, I guess that's correct. I've realized that I've been saying I do suppose so like 500,000 times this stream, which is interesting because that's not a word I repeat frequently before today. So I'm like, oh, that's a new word my brain is happy with. I don't know how to drive this car. Yo no sé how to drive este carro. One of these is expensive. Okay, it is double O. So I don't know how to drive. It's just more natural to say how to swim. Yeah. Yeah. I do suppose so. Car goes brr. Actually, that's a good way to remember this. Because then the 1R, that one was expensive, I believe. Drive. I'm never gonna know drive. Manejar. Oh, they did give us this. We did learn this. Carro expensive. Yeah, okay. Well, cars are usually expensive, so those two words are easily linked together. And then if you just remember that a car goes brr, then yeah, you can remember the double R. That's how in English, that's how I learned to differentiate dessert from desert. The double S is in dessert because you always want more dessert. There we go. That's how I learned to differentiate those two. The weather is bad today.
Hace.
Oh. Hoy.
Hace tiempo.
I think. Now I'm always worried that I'm gonna put them in the wrong order because I did it wrong for that one. I don't know. No sé. It is often cold in November. A menudo hace frío en diciembre. And nope. Wrong month. I wonder if they would have given that to me. I don't think they would have.
¿Cuándo es el baile?
You know when the dance is. Okay, so let me, you know what, let me start writing down the question words. Oh, that's to X. So cuando is when. And then when we discover more, I can write them down. Oh, okay, you're just writing all of them. Perfect, okay. ¿Quién? ¿Cuál? ¿Qué? ¿Cuándo and cómo? Okay. So let's see. ¿Quién, I believe, is who. On the I? Okay, I'll remember that. And que on the E. Okay. Boom. Como is... Okay, now we'll go through these in order. So we know cuando is when. Quién, I believe, is who. Cuál? I'm not sure. Que is what. And como is how. Who? What? Where, when, and why. Those are the English ones. So cuál is which. Okay. So quién is who. Que is what, and como is how. Who, what, where, when. Oh, maybe I'm just... Also sometimes replaces what. I see. Man, learning a new language is rough sometimes. That I will admit. I always go to Europe in July. Siempre voy a Europa en julio.
¿Hace sol hoy?
Oh. That's a short sentence. And most have plural forms.
A veces hace calor aquí.
Love that for me. Gotta learn more.
Estos libros son importantes para mí.
Importantes para mí. Estos libros son importantes para mí. Oh, ¿cuáles? Okay, so yeah, they do have plurals. I see. Oh, only cuál. Okay. It's nice weather today.
Hace. O hace. Buen tiempo.
No me interesa practicar béisbol.
Practicar baseball. No me interesa practicar baseball. And I think baseball? Okay, there we go. I can correct my mistakes after.
Hola, estoy en un bar. ¿Cómo se dice cerveza en italiano? La camarera no habla inglés y no me entiende.
Okay. Somebody's in a bar. How do you say... I don't even know what that word is in Spanish. In Italian, the waiter doesn't speak whatever language. English?
Hola, estoy en un bar. ¿Cómo se dice cerveza en italiano? La camarera no habla inglés y no me entiende.
So yeah, he doesn't understand English. Speak English and he doesn't understand him. Oh, okay, I misread the question. So the question is, what problem does he have, the person who's speaking to us? And his problem is he doesn't speak Italian.
Hola, estoy en un bar.
That's fair enough. I misread the question. Look at that. We're almost at the top.
Introducing the Duolingo Family Plan.
No thanks. No thanks. Last one of practice, and then we're almost done with the lesson. We've got a story and the final unit review. Missing the question, yeah. Those questions, especially where they have you listen to something and answer questions, just remind me of like school language learning. And I feel like if you were to put me back in high school right now and be like, learn a foreign language, I'd do much better than I probably did in high school. I feel like this is fun. Like, I understand this type of learning now. Las chicas nadan. There we go. Normally, it's very dark in October. Normalmente. Is it hace oscuro? No, right? It is... Es muy oscuro en octubre. Children don't want to learn language, and when you get older, it's harder to learn it. Yeah, that's definitely how I've felt it. Oh, I just misspelled normalmente. Fair enough.
un poco de japonés.
Un poco but yeah, I feel like it's easier for children to learn languages, so I feel like if maybe more children harness that, you'd have more people who speak more languages. Is it sabe?
Ella sabe un poco de japonés.
Oh, they just speak quickly again. We ran into the mistake all the time, but yeah. Oh. Interesting. So I've just...
Ella sabe un poco de japonés.
So what happened is these two blurred, so I thought that it was ella saben, but it was ella sabe. Fair enough. We don't know where the bank is. Okay, we'll just write it all out. Nosotros no sabemos dónde está el banco. And we could just leave this one out, so I'm gonna try that. No sabemos dónde está el banco. Yeah, I can imagine. It's hard to hear if there's people speaking around you, because all I have right now is just the Duolingo and I guess the background music, but I just don't hear that most of the time, and even I am struggling to hear it, so... it is very hot in September. Hace mucho calor en septiembre. No hace mucho calor. Okay. We're going too quickly again. I am very interested in soccer.
Me interesa mucho
In...
el fútbol.
We're going slowly now. December is a winter month. Diciembre es un mes de invierno. Where are your favorite books? What are your favorite books?
¿Cuáles?
So ¿cuál are also which or what? Your books are in your basement. Ooh, I hope your basement isn't is a very dry place, or else your books are gonna get destroyed. My books are just in a book cupboard. But it must be a pretty cool basement if it's just full of books. What are your favorite books? Which
libros son tus favoritos?
Oh, it's a reference, I see. Yeah, you know, references usually just go over my head. Do you drive your dad's car? Do you drive? Maneja? Okay. We were close. You drive. Oh, it's qual, not qual. Yeah. You drive tus padres? No. Tus. Okay. El carro de tu padre. That's fair enough. This whole sentence was confusing. The weather is not bad today.
No, hace mal tiempo hoy.
What's the weather like in Sevilla now? I feel like it's this. Okay. Where's Sevilla? Honestly, geography's not my strong suit. I believe Sevilla might be in Europe, though. Yeah, it's in Spain. Okay, I googled that. It's in Spain. It's very windy today. Hace mucho vierne hoy? Viento. I'm like getting like the vibe of the word, right? Like viento vierne, but I'm just not getting all of it.
Ella sabe un poco de japonés.
Un poco de japonés. It's closer to Gibraltar than Madrid. Fair. I didn't know that. No hace. That's the mistake we made. Okay, only 2 mistakes. I thought we were doing worse than that. Look at that. Yeah, geography is just not my strong suit, I will admit. We're number 1 with 2 days left. Let's see if we complete our lessons, right? How much of a advantage we'll get, because probably tomorrow there won't be a stream. And then maybe Sunday, but either way, we want to get as far up ahead so that we can retain our number 1 status. But before we begin this lesson, hold on, let me go to this screen. I was about to click the wrong one. Okay. Here we go. There's like 2 main central locations in Spain. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Which one of these looks nice? Okay, here we go. There we are. Spanish words. Palabras para preguntar. And now I can take full notes. And have them be Google image correct. So we've got que, which is what. We have quién, which is who. We have como, which is how. Cuando, when. Gibraltar is a British area. Oh. Yeah, definitely I don't have an idea. We've got donde, which is where. Por qué, which is why. With a space. And an accent. Cuánto, how much. Not to be confused with cuándo, when. They're very similar. They're only one letter difference. Cuántos, how many, similar to Okay. I just misspelled English in case you were wondering why I just paused my whole sentence there. Because I wrote how much, oh. That's not English, but I suppose it's fine. And cuál, which. Okay, now I have detailed notes in a little notebook that is just going to be for my Spanish notes, and it'll be epic. I can flip back to that page whenever I need it. Mucho versus muchos. Cuánto hago? Mucho. ¿Cuántos niños? Muchos. I see, okay. That makes sense. How much versus how many? So how much water versus how many children. I see. Okay, well. Boom. I just thought, you know what, I might as well quickly find like a full list of the question words so that I can get them. I think if I remember learning English correctly, I also struggled with English question words for a little bit. But now we can struggle with Spanish question words. I now have just a full separate notebook, a small notebook for all my Spanish Duolingo notes. So hopefully that'll help keep it all on one document. Alright, it's not for kids. No es para niños, maybe?
No es para niños.
Look at that, I'm getting better at this. I'm getting so much better at translating it in my head. You like to look at cuántas, cuántos as the same question as cuánta, cuánto. Fair, okay. Like they kind of work. They're the same question word, but just in different situations, I suppose. It's not for children. I suppose it's a video game not for children based on picture.
Sari está con Junior porque Eddie está en el trabajo.
Zari está con Junior porque Eddie está en el trabajo. So Zari is with Junior because Eddie is at work.
Zari, ¿podemos jugar tu videojuego?
Zari, ¿podemos jugar tu videojuego? Zari, can we play your video game? Also, so far I've not had to like hover my mouse over any of this to translate it, so let's see if we can keep this going.
Ay, tengo que limpiar la casa porque tu papá va a llegar pronto.
Okay, maybe I'll need to look at this and actually, because now that's a whole sentence. Tengo que limpiar la casa porque tu papá va a llegar pronto. I have to go home because your dad is coming back soon? Something along those lines? Because pronto, of course, has to mean like soon. I have to. I know that's correct. Tengo que. Pronto's early. Oh, okay. I think. Okay, well, we can, I have to clean the house because your dad comes back soon. He's going to arrive soon. No, I was not right, but I was close. So I have to clean because your dad is gonna come back soon. So Zari is very much having babysitter vibes right now. Pronto, soon. Okay, so I have to clean the house because your dad is gonna come back soon. No, Zari does not have time to play video games. She needs to limpiar.
Bueno, ¿puedo jugar tu videojuego sin ti?
Oh, bueno, puedo jugar tu videojuego sin ti. Okay, can I play your video game without you? Early is temprano. Yeah, that's one that it's difficult because tarde in my brain makes sense as being like late, but temprano is early. That one is just a struggle to connect.
Lo siento, mi videojuego no es para niños.
Lo siento, mi videojuego no es para niños. I'm sorry, my video game is not for children.
Yo no soy un niño.
Oh, he does not like that. Yo no soy un niño. I am not a child. The temperature is still rising in the morning. Smart. I like that connection. Temprano, temperature, rising. Makes sense. That'll probably be the connection I use until further brain connections are made.
Bueno, los adultos lavan los platos.
Bueno, los adultos lavan los platos. Okay. The adults lavan, clean, or wash. Wash. Only reason I know lavan as wash because the lava con lava from before. So adults wash the plates, dishes. So Junior is like, I am not a child, and she goes, okay, well, adults do the dishes. Wash the dishes.
Yo sé lavar los platos.
Yo sé lavar los platos. I know how to wash the dishes.
Junior empieza a lavar.
Junior empieza a lavar los platos. Junior starts cleaning the dishes.
¿Ves?
¿Ves? I don't actually know what that one means. See? Okay, so veo, ves. That makes sense.
Los adultos limpian la mesa.
Oh, los adultos limpian la mesa. Adults clean the table. You lost your internet connection. Well, to recap, Junior says he's not a child. Zari says, well, adults wash the plates. The only reason I knew wash was lavan is because our earlier conversation of lava con lava. And so he knows how to wash the plates, and he starts washing the plates. And now Zari says adults clean the table.
Yo sé limpiar la mesa.
Yo sé limpiar la mesa. I know how to clean the table. So of course, what's he gonna do? He's gonna clean the table.
Junior limpia la mesa.
There we go. He starts cleaning the table. Zari really knows how to get him to do what she wants, I suppose.
Muy bien. Sí, eres un adulto.
Muy bien. Sí, eres un adulto. Very well, you are an adult.
¿Ahora podemos jugar tu videojuego?
Ahora podemos jugar tu videojuego. Now can we play your video game?
Ay, no. Son las 9. Tienes que ir a la cama.
I know, son las 9. We are something. It's 9 o'clock. Okay. It's 9 o'clock. You need to go to bed.
Pero soy un adulto.
Oh?
Los adultos van a la cama tarde.
Pero soy un adulto. Los adultos va a la cama tarde. But I'm an adult. Adults go to bed late. Junior thinks he's an adult now, so he can go to bed late. I feel like we got most of that story with like 2 or 3 words that we needed to check. We kind of got most of it. That is indeed what he thinks. Niño. There we go. story complete. Adults do sleep a lot. Adults wish they could sleep more hours. The more hours, the better. And now, the Unit 30 review. Let's see if we can get this with as minimal mistakes as possible. Let's see.
¿No te interesa esta conversación?
Nope, that's me clicking too quickly. No te interesa esta conversación. Are you not interested in this conversation?
¿Qué clase le interesa a Manuel? ¿Qué clase le a Manuel? ¿Qué clase le interesa a Manuel?
Oh.
Interés a Manuel. ¿Qué clase le interesa a Manuel?
¿Qué clase le interesa a Manuel? What class are you interested in, Manuel? Or like, what class interests Manuel? How do you say cat in Italian? ¿Cómo se dice? I want to spell it like this. Is it spelled like this? Okay, it is. ¿Cómo se dice gato en italiano? I don't actually know how to say Italian in Spanish. Okay, it is italiano. Imagine if I like just put in like the Italian word for cat in here. Do you think they just give me that point just for the fun of it? ¿Cómo se dice gato en italiano? Yeah, I knew it. I figured they had very similar words because I heard that before, but like I think it would have been funny if Duolingo would have given me the point if I just put in gato and called it a day. I'm answering their question. We play baseball in the fall.
Jugamos. Veis en el otoño.
It probably says it's a typo. Fair, yeah. We play. I hesitated here because I wasn't sure if it was el baseball or al baseball, but we need el for el otoño. So I suppose this is the only way we can do it. Jugamos al béisbol en el otoño. We know how to speak the same language. Sabemos hablar las same misma. Oh. Mismas. Yeah, that's the one thing with being on a phone, you get mobile delay, and then everything is like a couple seconds later than it is on a computer. Although I don't usually think there's too much of a difference. The times I've had like a stream pulled open on my like a laptop versus on a phone, it's like 2 seconds maybe difference, but it is a little bit slower. Oh, you just went to the laptop?
Nos interesa practicar deportes.
Practicar deportes.
Nos interesa practicar deportes.
We are interested in practicing sports. What subjects do you like? What? Let me look at my little notes. ¿Qué asignaturas te interesa? Interesa or te gusta? I thought that would be easier, yeah. How can I misspell te gusta this bad? Te gusta. That was... Interested is interesa. Yeah. ¿Qué? I'm questioning if I should do an tu, because when you do te gusta, you usually need an tu. Or an a ti. But I don't know. Now I just don't know. No sé. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that one.
¿Por qué quieres saber su nombre? ¿Por qué quieres saber su nombre?
¿Por qué quieres
¿Por qué quieres saber su nombre?
saber su nombre?
¿Por qué quieres saber su nombre? ¿Por qué quieres saber su nombre?
Okay, well, apart from a spelling mistake, why do you want to know su nombre? Oh. Yeah, let me, sometimes it's difficult to scroll on my, screen. Boom. Su nombre is like my name, maybe? Her name. There we go. Are you interested in baseball?
Te interesa béisbol.
So that's what I was confused with about the other one, about the subjects you're interested in, because when it's te interesa, te gusta, you usually have to do the a ti at the front. But I suppose for that one you didn't.
Sofía canta en la clase de música.
En la clase de música.
Sofía canta en la clase de música.
Sophia sings in the class of music, the music class. Do you know who that man is? Do you
Sabes.
know who, quién,
es. ¿Quién? Es. ¿Quién?
I think that could work. So do you know who? Do you know that man is who? Or is it just quién es hombre? I'm just... Quién goes after sabes, right? That sounds correct. Do you know who is man? Is man. Because it isn't who is one man. Aquel hombre? Oh.
Aquel hombre es.
I don't think I've seen aquel ever. I don't think I've seen this sentence structure even once. That's crazy. It is a very weird word. ¿Quién es aquel hombre? That's fair enough.
¿Sabes la edad de tus padres?
You know the age of your parents. I think you saw, we saw Aquelas last time. Yeah, actually, now that I think I remember you saying it was a weird word. What? Okay. ¿Cuáles? Which? Okay, so que is singular, ¿cuáles is more plural. This is very different. This, ese, esto, es muy diferente. ¿Cuál is which when you have options to pick from? Okay. Do you play jugar for play, but then it's you. Jugas al tenis. Since you pick two shoes, ¿cuáles would be a multiple choice, I see. What subject do you like? Oh. Open something. What? So since we have multiple choices, would it be cuáles or cuál asignaturas? Oh, I see. Te gusta. Okay, so nothing should have been pluralized there. Yeah, that could have been it. It might have been... I feel like it was a letter closer to the left side of my keyboard, but oh well. Do you know who that man is?
Sabes. ¿Quién es hombre?
There we go. What are your favorite sports? ¿Cuáles? What subject? ¿Cuál asignatura te gusta? There we go. We got all of them. With a couple mistakes.
Get more with Super Dual.
But that's fair enough. And then we're on to Unit 31. You know what? We've made progress. I honestly wish, I think this could be fun to add to Duolingo as an update. Because you know, you can do the placement test once, but I think a lot of people try to learn languages in other ways than just Duolingo. So I think it could be fun if you allow people to do the like placement test, maybe like once a week or something, so that they can take like this big difficult test every week and maybe jump more units. Because I think that could be fun rather than doing like a jump here. Okay, well let's not do that. I think it could be fun to let people take a placement test like once a week. I think people will say get instead of qual in some places in slang. That sounds like that would probably be more frequently used, yeah. I don't know if I want to start a new unit today. What are we doing? Make comparison describing travel plans. Oh, es el mejor. Okay, that's fair enough. Tan bonito. Más el puer. I haven't heard that one before. And más. So más, tan, el mejor, and el peor. Peor. Peor? I haven't heard... Out of all of those, the only ones I don't know would be el peor, the opposite of mejor, I suppose, yeah. Más.
El peor.
The best and the worst? Wait, how do you pronounce this?
El peor.
El peor. Okay. That makes sense. We saw peor? Oh, I don't remember it then. Going. Yeah, voy. In one of the stories. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. If you're going to do something in the future, use the form of ir plus a. Oh, ir plus a. Then an infinitive form. Es el peor día de mi vida. Oh, it's the worst day of my life. I see. This could be a fun unit. So all of these like little like animations on the side, they're just chilling there. And he takes her diary. Oh yeah, I could have. Maybe I even missed that unit. I could have technically missed it, right? If I didn't do all of these units. I don't work today. Always late. Oscar's flowers. The diary. That could be where I missed it. But you've done all the stories. Smart stories are kind of my favorite at the minute. I enjoy doing the stories. Because I think it's a good way to learn. Maybe I should just start reading Spanish stories just all the time. Yeah, I don't know if I want to start a whole new unit today. I think this is probably going to be it. But I'm happy with my notes on the question words. Palabras para preguntas. Yes. And hopefully we retain our #1 status. But, you know, like I said, probably not a stream tomorrow, and Sunday is also questionable. But maybe if I see I've lost my #1 status, maybe, just maybe, I'll do some extra lessons to get that up there. Just because then we at least have this one. But let's see, other than that, we need a 50-day streak, which we'll get to when we get to it. We're almost level 2000. We need like 40 more XP, that's crazy. And we've learned a lot of new words in this course. I guess we'll be in Ruby League next week. 50 lessons with no mistakes. We're working on it, you could say. And hopefully we'll get all of our achievements at some point. But yeah, this looks like it'll be a fun unit. I think making comparisons will be a fun, like, actual lesson to learn. Describing travel plans. I feel like we've done a lot of travel. Have the no friend achievement, honestly. Maybe it is just an achievement in itself to have 0 friends on Duolingo. I mean, maybe, I feel like we've done a lot of travel. Talk about likes will be fun. Groceries, commands, verbs like gustar, that's gonna be a whole nightmare for me. But yeah, I think we'll make good progress on this next time. Next time that we're live. There is an achievement for having friends. Yeah, I've seen it. I have in fact seen it. But I find it, I don't know how I feel about Duolingo friends. Like, it's just a concept that I'm like, huh, gustar is not too bad. Okay, hopefully when we finally do get here. I don't know, with the progress we're making, if we take like 2 streams to do a unit, that's not bad. It's the te gusta, so interesa, etc. Oh, I see, okay. I feel like if we take like 2 streams to do a unit, it's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. Especially if I maybe start streaming more regularly, then maybe we can actually like fly through some of this. And I'll, as always, continue to listen to some Spanish music, pull up some Spanish streams, and hopefully pick up a word or 2. That could be fun. But I feel like we've made progress, and I'm quite happy with our 30-day streak. No freezes. Not a single freeze used. Which means, if we're lucky, next year, June 30th, we'll have our year anniversary of Duolingo. Because what I've found is if you use a streak freeze, it doesn't count as a day. So like if I would have had a streak freeze over here, then this would have been day 35. Because my streak will keep going, but it won't count it as a day. So if I use streak freezes, my like year of Duolingo would move a day forward, a day later. So hopefully we don't use streaks, freezes, and then we can get our year Duolingo in June, which will be crazy. A year from now, we'll look back at this moment, and it'll feel like so long ago. And here we are. Here we are. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna get up to today. And hopefully next time, maybe we can finish all of this in one stream. I don't know, it depends on if I have like a lot of time to do the stream, or if I'm just doing one at like the end of a day, because I'm like, I thought I wasn't able to stream, but I am. But yeah, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I think I'm just gonna end. And then I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Lots of opportunities for streams. Trying to get more consistent with streaming, because I feel like I didn't stream for like 2 weeks. And then hopefully, once I get a bit more used to doing Duolingo streams, maybe we'll go back into gaming. I downloaded a couple new games on Steam that could be fun to play on stream. Let me see what the names of the one is, and then maybe we can play that. I downloaded the one that I want to play is Oxenfree. It sounds fun. I got that one, and then the other one I got was called A Juggler's Tale. So those were the 2 games I recently purchased that I think could be fun to play on stream. And hopefully one day I should be able to play, because I know Oxenfree takes like 6 hours to complete. Maybe I'll just Google the name. Oxen. Let's see if they have pictures. Here we go. It's a supernatural thriller, but it's like an art one. You make choices. It looked really pretty. I believe this game is quite old, but they came out with like a part 2 to the game recently, which is why this one pops up on my list of games. But it seems fun, and I think it takes about 6 hours to play through, so at some point I could maybe play it in one stream or both. I think it's puzzle and adventure. Hold on. It is story-rich, choices matter, atmospheric, and mystery. So I think it's a little bit... definitely adventure. Maybe puzzle. I don't know. May not be puzzle. Honestly, it's probably better if it isn't puzzle, because then I'll get stuck, and then it's no fun. I think it's maybe just a story game, a little bit, but it looks fun. But I do think you're like solving a mystery, so maybe in that sense it could be slightly like puzzle if you're trying to figure out what happened before the game tells you. But it falls under adventure games. But yes. Yeah, puzzle games, I like watching people play puzzle games. I will say I haven't actually like gamed that much in my life other than Minecraft. So when it comes to like playing video games, a lot of the classics I have never even played. So, you know, that's always fun, but I like watching the game, so at some point maybe, you know, I'll enjoy playing them too. Good puzzle game is The Witness. I'll have a look into it. I'll have a look. Also good to get started. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. There's some games that I've seen like entire playthroughs of multiple times, and there's other games that I just haven't even slightly looked at that everyone's like, oh yeah, that was my favorite childhood game, and I'm like, huh, never even heard of it, so it's quite funny. But I suppose that's one of the good things about Twitch. You can watch anybody play any games that they enjoy, and hopefully you'll learn about the game. Like the other day I was watching somebody play Super Smash Bros, which I've never played, not really heard of. I was like, huh, I have no idea what this game is, but I'll watch them play it because they seem interested in it. And you know what, now I know how Smash Bros works, slightly. I would probably be terrible at it, but at least I know how the game works. And that's just the fun of Twitch. But yeah, I think this will be it for today. We've done a bunch of Duolingo. We're currently ranked #1. Bunch of XP. And hopefully we'll continue to improve our Spanish, our gaming skills. Hasta luego indeed. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. Until next time, have a good day, evening, or night. And hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon. Because I did always forget that, feel free to check out my socials, where I am. Oh, or my bot has been turned off. Hold on, I can turn that back on. Yes, I know the buttons to press. There it is. Okay, now we do it again. I always tend to forget that. Feel free to check out my other socials, where I usually am if I'm not live over here. And the Discord. Yeah, I know you are in the Discord, but I put it here in case anybody is watching the VOD and wants to know. Feel free to join the Discord. I send notifications there when I go live, because sometimes Twitch doesn't always send out notifications, and you can chat with other lovely, lovely people. That is all I had planned for today. I hope you enjoyed, and hasta luego, I suppose. Until next time. All right. Bye bye.